get it over on the gram too. Eventually. This one's yours, right?
Yep.
All right. And then next week, we're doing road trip.
Gosh darn.
All right. I just had to write down my Retro Ramble.
Okay.
All right. I turned off echo cancellation. So if that's, as long as that's not presenting a problem for you, I'm going to leave that off, because I've noticed with us and on any other podcasts that are recorded on this platform, if echo cancellation is turned on, sometimes, like, if a sound effect is ran or somebody else is speaking and then the person with echo cancellation turned on goes to speak, it like cuts their volume, like the gate for the echo cancellation turns on and off at weird times, and just like creates like little bursts of mute on them. And anyways, and the audio is much clearer whenever it's turned off.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
All right, I'm ready. I'm gonna hit the thing and then it'll be you.
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
Do you still remember those cheat codes?
Rewinding those rentals.
Music you had to discover. We're the Jennings Brothers, and we're digging through the basement of our childhood.
Dusting off the best and worst of the 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
Good, bad, or lost in the cushions, we're talking about it.
Exchange those quarters.
Because this podcast takes tokens. Hello, welcome back to This Podcast Takes Tokens, if I can get that out right. I'm Ryan, joined by my brother Derek. We're being excellent to each other today. And we are talking about, we're talking about the 1989 movie Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Gonna get right into it. Let's hit the numbers here, and then we'll get into our discussion. Okay, it's released on a good day.
Yeah.
February 17th, 1989. Not my specific birthday, but the day's correct. Year's wrong. But, yeah. I wonder if surely nobody took me to this. I was 2.
No.
Maybe I was there.
In spirit.
Like, well, sometimes people take like infants to movies and stuff. Well, not so much anymore. They used to, but I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. Budget, $8.5 million budget. I got opening weekend, and I just went ahead and did worldwide because like the U.S. was not the worldwide was not much higher than the U.S. So. Opening weekend, what do you think this made on an $8.5 million budget?
I'm thinking 5. I think this one did pretty well, but I don't think it was like blockbuster, but I think it did pretty well.
Okay. 6.1 million. So you're not terribly far off on there.
All right. Almost made its money back.
Almost, yeah. Worldwide gross on this.
Well, I was thinking 50, but since you said that, I'm gonna go 60 million, since it was a little higher on the opening.
Now you're getting a little too greedy. Now it's 40.5 million, but it more than made its money back, and spawned 2 sequels. So there's that. Tomato meter,
the best friendship.
It did, yes.
Yeah. Tomato meter. Yeah. This is critics. I don't think the critics. This doesn't feel like something that the critics are going to be down with. I'm going to give it a 62. I think the critics gave it a 62.
Man, 83%.
83.
83% on this movie.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
No, I can't.
I was with you. When I looked at this, I'm like, oh, this is going to have a terrible
That's wrong.
critic score. And I was pleasantly surprised by the score.
Wow.
Popcorn meter.
Well, I was thinking 78, but if they're at 82, it's got to be higher. 88. Let's go 88.
75.
75. Wow,
Which
that's
surprised
a rare
me.
lower one.
This is like something that I feel like, obviously I wasn't, like I was too young when this came out in, 89 or whatever. But like I always kind of felt like this maybe would have had like a more cult following later on. I mean, although it clearly made more than, its budget back, well over. But yeah, I would have thought like the just the
VHS
average Joe,
video,
was gonna make this a lot higher, like at least like high 80s, if not like low 90s, like
right,
low like 90 or 91. But
that's weird.
I'm surprised by that. It is really weird. Really
I'm
weird.
curious. Like, I guess that's all the user ratings across like aggregate, like what is it, Rotten Tomatoes, and like all these different places. So I'm wondering, like, I guess that's just people maybe watch it because those have got to be modern, like within the last 20 years. So that's probably people watching it now and going online and rating it with today's eyes and not that nostalgic tint necessarily.
Yeah, it's got to be, because I mean, this movie isn't like, like the video or the story. Gosh darn, I'm 39 years old and I'm losing my mind. It's just not like, it's not something that's going to win a bunch of awards, but it's fun. And
that's all it needs to be. It's fun.
Yeah, that's all it needs to be. I don't know. Yeah. I just don't understand. I don't know what I'm saying.
Why the people are rating it so low?
I'm completely losing my train of thought. But
I'm with you there.
Anyway.
Yeah, this is one of those movies that's just like, it's best not to think about too deeply on the time travel aspect of it and maybe the accuracy of their history. There's probably two things not to think about too much and just sit back and enjoy the ride. It's cartoonish. Enjoy it as a cartoon. It's a live action cartoon, and that's how you have to look at these sorts of things.
It is. And you know what? I really enjoy this though. It's ludicrously fun. Like,
it's fun, exactly.
Just the whole premise of everything about building a complete society in the future based off of
the music of this one band.
The music that this band makes is just absolutely utterly ridiculous, but it works in this. And I haven't watched Bill and Ted Face the Music. I need to fix that. I haven't watched it, but like even in Bogus Journey, like it still works. It's just it's great. And I
think if you're gonna watch Face the Music, just keep an open mind.
Okay.
It's not one of the better sequels or remakes that we've had recently, but it's fine for what it is. And if you just go into it looking for a fun, like nostalgic trip, you're gonna have fun for sure. So this whole premise of like the society built itself around the music of this one band. If our society was to a perfect society were to come from the music of any one band, what band do you think it would be?
It's the Beatles.
It's got to be the Beatles. Obviously,
like I mean, there's like I could tell where this was going, and it was already in the chamber. The Beatles. Like what else? What else is it going to be? Like that's like the biggest band on the planet, right? Like I mean,
great catalog of music, range,
Like them. I mean, even if people like don't really know like any of their songs, they know they've heard of the Beatles.
Yeah, or you've heard a Beatles song, maybe not by the Beatles, but you've heard a Beatles song.
Yeah,
for sure.
But I want to hear a Wild Stallion song though.
Yeah.
Like, do we really get that?
Because they never play one here, but they end up playing in the second one, right?
They do, and in the second one. So, last episode at the end when I was teasing this, I started singing "God Gave Rock and Roll to You" by Kiss. because that I thought that's what they played as supposed to be one of their songs at the end of this. It's at the end of Bogus Journey that they play that song.
Yeah, because at the end of this one, they can't play,
Oh,
but they get better.
like,
George
Rufus
Carlin
can play
promises they get better.
that. Yeah.
Rufus can play.
Oh man, I play a little.
Man, is there like, George Carlin as Rufus? That was
Yeah.
just like, man, he comes out of that phone booth just looking totally bad, and
Yeah,
it's great. And then
it is.
it's a small part, really, like in the grand scheme of it, but he does so much with it, and it's so much fun. I loved him as Rufus. It was so much fun.
Oh yeah,
to see him.
he was. I couldn't like envision anybody else. I did see though there was an alternate. Like do you know who they originally wanted as Rufus?
I have it somewhere. What was it? Who was it again?
Sean Connery is who
That's
they
right.
originally
Yes.
wanted as Rufus. I cannot see that. Like, and maybe it's because I'm jaded by George Carlin, but like George Carlin is like I can't envision anybody else playing Rufus. He does. He's just got so, and it's not like
It's iconic.
it's not even like he's doing his stand up, like
Right.
that character, whatever. It's I don't know. It's just it's a more
ineffable.
serious sort of role. I mean, in a not serious movie, but like
He just
for
plays it
him,
straight.
yeah. For the character, he's got to go and he's got to fix the future.
Right.
So high stakes for him, I guess. But which
Yeah, I saw they wanted Sean Connery, and they also wanted on the short list they wanted Ringo Starr as one of the other ones.
oh
And
gosh.
what would have been really fun is they wanted Eddie Van Halen to come in and play Rufus in like a tongue-in-cheek
That would have
nod to
been funny.
their whole running bit about wanting Eddie Van Halen as
Yeah.
a guitarist.
Yeah.
So that would have been kind of fun.
I saw where he had said, well, like jokingly, he's like, well, if they would have asked me, I totally would have joined the band.
Did he? That's funny.
Yeah. I thought it was hilarious that like the entire time watching this movie, I'm thinking like, okay, like the beginning, they're shooting themselves, with on the camera and we're Wildstein and all this, and I'm thinking like, okay, they know how to play. Like they may not be like at their peak level yet, but they know how to play.
But really,
and
they're
then
not
it
doing anything.
surprised
They're
me.
mugging.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it surprised me at the end where I'm just like, oh, they really they don't know how to play.
They don't know how to play.
Yeah.
I think I
Maybe
could
we
play
should-
better.
Maybe we should like learn to play.
That was the
And
best
which just
line.
makes the whole thing so much better. Because like they've got this whole like we're Wild Stallion. They've got like this
Right.
big thing in the whole movie. You're just like, okay, like you're on board with this.
Right.
The future is like all about Wild Stallion. And then that end there, it's just
Nice little
them and the
zag there.
princess is just that's good. So
Yeah.
good.
They did a lot of work on branding and
Mhm.
logos and all that, but yeah, I think that's all like Bill's dad. Like it seems like whatever's going on with him, they're just like they're spoiling their kid in the divorce.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's getting like all like the 2 Christmases and all that, and each parent is probably trying to one up themselves and yeah. But
What's
yeah,
up with his dad though? Like, I mean,
It's a little
to
creepy.
me, one of the creepiest scenes I've ever seen, and I, of course,
Oh, yeah.
I didn't hit it until watching it again now.
It was
when
creepy back then too.
He like
He shuts
closes
his
the
bedroom
door,
Yes.
and I'm just like, it's the way she looks at him, and then he like smiles, and I'm just like, this is
And gives that
and
knowing
knowing,
look to his son.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
and then knowing that she was like a senior when they were freshmen.
Right. Man, it's
So
it's so
funny.
gross.
Man, your mom's a babe. Like, shut up.
And he's gonna call her mom? That's so weird.
I know. He kept like trying, like catching himself, and I'm like,
Yeah.
don't, like, don't.
Yeah.
I would just call her by her name, like Missy.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Missy? I think
Missy,
or something.
yeah.
Like, just
Missy,
don't.
I mean mom, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was so.
That was awkward. It was
That
weird.
was
I
really
think that's
awkward.
probably the only thing in the entire movie that it was funny for like the first like I guess the setup, But then you're living in it throughout the movie, and you're like, oh, this is like really awkward, and it's cringy and weird, and I don't like it. That's the only thing where I'm like, I could have done without that.
Yeah, I could. I mean, I would have been like okay with the other scenes where they're like, she's taking, like, she's driving him around and stuff like that, and
but once you introduce the dad,
oh man, and it's that door closing scene. It's just, oh my gosh, it's
would it have been better if she was his old babysitter, and there was maybe a little bit more like the distance between
I'd have took that.
Her and the dad was a little closer.
Yeah,
it'd be a little better.
Like she was maybe a senior when he was like in
elementary school or something like that.
Or sixth grade. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that was. Whew. Yeah, it's.
When the age difference is like 20, it's different than whenever it's like 10 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. But, well, we're gonna do what Bill's dad didn't do and get off of his mom. And move on to
something else. Okay, I'll loop back around to Rufus, because I wanted to hit on this. So Rufus, he introduces himself, and then proves who he is by Bill and Ted showing up and having a conversation with, which I love that scene. That's great.
And I love how it all loops back around. In the phone booth wasn't enough for them. He had to like have Bill and Ted show up from a different timeline.
Yeah. But, like, he hands them, like, he tells them how to work it. And then he's just, like, he leaves. Like, he's gone.
Yeah.
And he just leaves them to their own devices. And I'm like, if the future is in that dire straits, why are you not helping them to do, to get this? Because I don't know. That I thought was a big plot hole, and I know this movie's like, oh, you got all time travel plot holes, whatever,
right?
But like that, I feel like that could have been something that they could have like cleaned up. Like, why is Rufus not
I didn't like how Ted reminds himself to wind his watch, but still doesn't wind his watch. Like, it's still an issue. Like, I guess it's kind of funny, but
I didn't mind that. I liked. So I know there's plot holes with the timeline thing, but
we're gonna stay off that.
I liked it though. I liked it. Okay. I liked that it's like, you ever watch True Detective, like the first season of True Detective with Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson? Like, Matthew McConaughey is one of his best performances ever. Like, it's seriously good. You need to watch that first season. But he like talks about how time's a circle. And like, so I'm watching this and I'm thinking like the way it's set up, because you're like, okay, with the keys, how could he have stolen the keys without already having the key? You know what I mean? Like, how could they have gotten that point? Yeah. But if you think of it as like time's like a circle, like this is happening because it's happening over here. Like, so it's happening here. Like, everything's happening at the same time. And then, I don't know. That's the way I thought about it. And I'm like, okay, that makes, like, to me, I'm more willing to accept this. And I actually enjoyed it more thinking of it that way with all the stuff that they had set up. Except for the trash can. That was weird. How is that? Is that just hanging, like, up in the ceiling somewhere,
like,
and it just drops?
From? I don't know. Yeah.
Like, the tape recorder and everything I can get. Like, fine, they've set that up.
Left behind.
Yeah.
Trash can. I don't know, if you're going to go through the effort of, like, doing all this setup ahead of time, or this time travel back and forth to set up, which they never showed, but if you're going to do all this time travel back and forth to set up all this stuff, wouldn't you just set it up to where you intercept the guys before they get arrested in the mall in the first place?
Sure. That's a good point. Yeah. Yes. I don't know.
But it's like that with every time there's a time travel movie. You're like, you have a time machine. Why are we racing against time? You can see the outcome. You just go back to a fixed point and you fix it, right? Like, I don't know. I've never time traveled, so I don't know. Maybe it's a little more complicated than that. We'll have to get like Bob Gale in here and Robert Zemeckis and whoever.
Oh, hey,
this one.
Back to the Future at least sets like you can't
change the past without changing the future.
Right, and you can't interact with yourself. So like you don't want to jump back like 2 minutes before something happened, because that's true. That's true.
It breaks his own rules. Sort of. And then like Jennifer runs into herself.
Yeah.
But she like faints or whatever.
Yeah, because she's old. but she doesn't look old.
Samuel, yeah, that whole thing. Anyways,
Back
to the phone booth.
Speaking to the phone booth. Yeah.
Speaking of Back to the Future and the phone booth.
Mm-hmm.
So they had originally written this for it to be a van. Was going to be the time machine. And then Back to the Future comes out and does like gangbusters. And they're like, we can't make this movie where we put these guys in a time traveling van. Everybody's going to think we're just ripping off Back to the Future.
Yeah.
So they go through and they rewrite it as a phone booth. Turns out they're ripping off Doctor Who.
Doctor Who, yeah.
He's just like,
I think it's okay though.
Wow.
Like they're at least like they're not ripping off the TARDIS to the point where like it's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
Right.
Yeah, it's not blue. It's not like it's
and I guess,
like literally.
I've never watched Doctor Who. Is it time travel or is it? I thought it was dimensional
it's everything.
travel.
Dimensional
Okay.
time travel, whatever you want. Yeah, you can travel up, down, left, right, whichever direction you want to go. And
Okay.
but here it's just what? No, they do travel. They travel through time and space because they end up in like different France and Greece and all these different places. I
like how they time travel through like basically an old like phone call center. Like they're just traveling literally through the phone lines and then like going through like a call center. It's just funny.
Mm-hmm. I liked it. I thought it looked pretty good too for 1989. I thought that looks pretty good.
Although you put it against, we've already got Back to the Future showing us what time travel should look like, and that looked really good.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
So, but the shark didn't.
How would they have? No.
Shark still looks fake.
Yeah, it does. How would they have done that? I wonder how that would have looked if they would have used the van.
Oh yeah, like would they still be going through that tube?
Yeah, like I don't know.
Is
it highways that they're on?
I think we know what it would look like. It would look like Spaceballs whenever they go into hyperspace in that old like RV. That's exactly what it would look like.
That'd be it.
Yeah. Well, how is he Bill Esquire? He's not a lawyer.
I always mean to look up what does Esquire mean? I always mean to look that up every time I watch this and I forget.
So in the US, it's typically used to denote a lawyer.
Okay.
And in the UK, it's typically used to denote somebody who is of higher standing socially. But it came from one step below a knight. So it was above a squire, but below a knight. It was Esquire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just using that to make himself sound cooler.
I mean, they are like putting on this whole like performative show of like we're wild stallions and the cameras and everything, and like the other, Ted's like I'm Ted Theodore Logan, so maybe they're just trying to sound like more authoritative with it.
Yeah.
Bill Preston Esquire or S Preston Esquire or whatever.
Bill S.
I'm
Preston
surprised.
Esquire. Like he pauses and then he adds.
Oh yeah, he thought about it.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, that one's always kind of stuck with me. I mean, it didn't like, I didn't notice it at first because I was a kid and I was just like, oh, it's funny. Like he's Esquire, which I think is kind of the point. Like it's just supposed to be like funny and, but yeah, later on I was like, Esquire, what is that? So I did look it up like
I meant
years
to look
and
it
years
up
and years ago.
But
I educated myself on what an Esquire was because of this movie. So I suppose there's that. Well, what do you got?
What did you think about what was your favorite time period they went to in this?
Ooh, that's a good one. I always like the medieval times. Like if I don't know what it is about like knights and all that, but they always seem like the most like heroic of like all the figures. I always just like the like knight figures and stuff like that. So yeah, it's probably got to be like whenever they go to the castle or something like that. And you get good lines like heavy metal and like put them in the Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden,
all right.
Which is fun, but it's probably that. It's probably. What about you? What do you got?
I really like when they pick up Joan of Arc. Like I like how she like comes in. She's very like she's in the church. She's very like somber and she's kneeling and she's praying. And then all of a sudden this shows up and she's just like,
Just this beam of light
It's
from the
God
heavens.
that's show.
Yeah.
And did you notice as Ted's reaching out for her, his
He
hand
does like that, yeah.
does the thing from from God and Adam from the Sistine Chapel. Yeah, he does that, and then she grabs his hand. Yeah, but I liked it. I liked that whole just it was, I don't know, it was really cool how they did that, and he's just like pulls her in.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just really like that. I liked all of them. I loved how they interacted, how they just the relationship they had with Socrates and
Socrates.
Socrates, yeah. And how he's like Ted is interpreting for him,
Yes.
at the end, and he's like he shakes his hand, he's like he loves San Dimas, and everyone's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Socrates and Miss of Arc, and I keep calling Beethoven beef oven.
Beef oven,
Beef oven.
yeah.
Oh,
Beef
yeah,
oven.
Because it looks like
Yeah.
beef.
Yeah. Billy's
great.
all right though. Like it's Billy the Kid, and how are they fitting all these people? Well, I mean, everybody.
At one point, they're riding it like a toboggan.
Oh
like
my
they're all
gosh!
standing up in
Like it is. Oh my gosh! I'm like, how? How is
Which
this at
whenever
the
that
end?
lands, then are they just laying on top of one another?
Gotta be. Like this is gonna be the most uncomfortable ride. Like everybody's
Right.
stuffed inside that thing, just like literally sardines.
Right.
I know.
I think it's funny how like they'll get in it and they'll go to travel somewhere and they like and then they go off like at first, and then they're almost instantly landing wherever they want to be, right?
Yeah.
But then like later on, as like they're going to all these different places, they're riding in it and they're having full on conversations while they're traveling through like this portal or whatever. So they're in there for a while.
Yeah.
Was it just because like it got broken and it's just taking longer to get places?
No, I assume. I'm guessing it's just it takes a few minutes. Like I don't know if it's like like they're in there
proportional to
for
how
an
far you're
hour
going
or something, but just like 3 or 4 minutes.
minutes.
We gotta get to where we need to go, or whatever.
So then that first couple ones where like they go to leave and they start screaming and they're still screaming whenever they landed. Have they been screaming for like 2 minutes straight?
Yes, I'm gonna choose to think that's what it was because that makes it even funnier. Like they're just screaming the entire time. Something that bugged me.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Well, while we're still talking about the machine and
And that's
tubes,
yeah.
Did you notice the little like lightning demon thing that was kind of chasing them at some point?
They never end up resolving that. Like I want to see what that is, and I don't believe that we see that in Bogus Journey. We may. I mean, you've seen Face the Music. Do they even touch on that in Face the Music at all?
I don't even remember them I know they traveled in the phone booth, but I don't remember it at all. So
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't remember. I really don't remember. Oh wait, that's right. Okay, I remember the plot now. I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. I
don't think that ever comes back up.
I feel like that was like they really like wanted to show like this thing is like chasing them. Like, oh my gosh. I don't know if it's just like a deleted
I'm watching
scene.
it again, and I was like, is there like, I was like, oh, is there like, there was this whole like, wasn't there like or I was thinking, I guess I was like implanting memories of myself. I'm like, wasn't there like a whole bit where like there was like a time travel demon that they had to like exercise in some way or something like that, or that Rufus comes along and like helps them out or something like that, or they talk about it at least. But yeah, it never came back up again, and I was like, oh yeah, what about that thing? Oh, that's kind of I'm with you. It feels like a deleted scene or a drop thing. I wish I would have looked up more on that. I didn't think about it until now.
I didn't either. Like I didn't. I saw it and then forgot about it until you just brought it up. So yeah. But my issue that I had with the time travel machine, like my big issue with it, was so Napoleon is not in the machine when he gets knocked in towards
he dives into the tunnel.
And but like other people, like when they're being chased in England, and like that guy's got the morning star that he's flinging around, or the flail, that's what it is, that he's flinging around, and like it goes through the time machine, but it doesn't like go. He doesn't go with the time machine,
right?
And I guess if it's no, it doesn't pull him in. I feel like it pulled Napoleon in. Like,
well, he got blown. Like he got like there was an explosion and it blew him across.
Right.
And so my thought was maybe he just happened to dive and land in
right
the
as it's going
opening
in
as it was closing.
Okay.
It's my only thought. And I guess like they can get away with not having to be in the time machine because we see them whenever they're doing the toboggan ride and everything like that.
Yeah.
In the time machine.
That's true.
So
yeah.
maybe
he could have been...
the phone booth is just a means to opening both ends of the portal. Would be my guess.
Yeah. Okay.
But how did Rufus not see him hanging out of the tree after they landed?
We saw him.
We saw him, right? You could see him over Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
Like, his legs kicking. He's got lightning going all over him.
Completely. Yeah.
But then again, like I feel like that's probably why Rufus wasn't involved in anything. Is because Rufus knows the sequence of events. He knows how things are supposed to go, and so he's like, I don't get involved, and things turn out okay.
I guess if it's a circle, then that's
true.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I think though, like regardless of Napoleon, like all that stuff, like some of the best scenes were like he's living his best life.
I know that Ziggy Piggy thing. Oh my gosh, that was the funniest thing to me as a kid. I just loved that. I don't know what it was about it. It was just so funny. Yeah, like him, and then like the whole like water slide scene in Waterloo. It was great. Like
loving it.
He was just having a great time.
Not wanting to leave when they go to pick him up.
Yeah.
My favorite part was after Duncan ditches him at the bowling alley and he's going to leave, and the manager like walks up and he's like, "Excusez-moi, monsieur," or whatever. And he's like, "You gotta pay." Pay? Yeah, pay. Like that whole exchange is so funny. Just kicks him out.
Yeah. And
then Duncan's response when Bill and Ted ask him, like, "Why did you do that?" I'm not going to say it here, but he's like, he's a prick, like and
he's a dweeb. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with him.
So funny.
Yeah,
it's
that
so
was great.
Yeah.
You know who they wanted to use before they settled on Napoleon?
I do. It would not have went. Adolf Hitler was who they were wanting to use to send Napoleon. I don't know who thought that was would have been a good idea. I mean, obviously they didn't.
So bad.
Yeah. You can't like make that
humanize
funny.
Hitler in that way.
No. No. And clearly they didn't do it. Like clearly, they saw that. Like, okay,
they
this is not
pretty quick.
Yeah, this is not going to work.
But they did have a couple that almost made it in. Like they got really close. They were going to use Charlemagne, the king, or the king or whatever.
Yeah.
And Julius Caesar was actually supposed to be one of the other figures that they went back and got, but it never happened.
I think it rounded
I think the whole Hitler thing kind of like they were like, we got enough historical figures, and they were going to use Babe Ruth in some of the earlier drafts too, but they just felt like the character was too recent compared to all the other characters, so they nixed that as well.
Yeah, I mean Billy the Kid's probably the closest, which is like 100 years out from 18. Where they're at. So yeah. I thought it was well rounded though. They had a good hodgepodge of people. I'd forgotten they even had Sigmund Freud in there, like in the movie. I'd completely forgotten about it.
Right. The caveman thing was actually supposed to go a little longer than it went. They were going to befriend the cavemen and then help the cavemen invent fire so that they could burn something, but all that got cut at the last minute. I think the writers forgot about it in their research with burning things. But yes, the caveman scene was actually going to be a little longer.
That's cool.
Would have been fun. But I think like cutting that keeps it accessible, like PG-13, or was it was PG-13, right? Or was it PG?
It was PG. I thought it was PG.
Yeah. Like really, there's not much in this that's like there's not really anything inappropriate other than like the dad stuff. There's not like
I think now it would be PG-13. Like I know PG-13 was a rating back then. Like this is 89, so this is post Gremlins. Like it's a rating. But I think that they were not they were a little more lenient back then, I still think.
Yeah. They let the more of the words fly and stuff like that. Now they're like, what is it? You get like 2 of one and 1 of the other, and then that's it. And after that, you're into our territory.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. But anyways,
did you notice who played Genghis Khan?
No. Oh, was it our buddy, the ice cream cone guy?
It was. He's our favorite henchman. It's Al Leong Long. I think that's how you say his name. Yeah.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
That's
I was
great.
looking at him like, gosh, he looks really familiar. And I looked it up. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's always a henchman, and now he gets
Right.
to be, Genghis Khan. And
So he was in this and Last Action Hero, and wasn't he in another one that we did?
Lethal Weapon. He was in Lethal Weapon, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. He was in Lethal Weapon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He's in lots of. He's in Big Trouble in Little China. He's in that. He's a classic henchman in a lot of.
Good, that guy. He should have been on that guy list.
Yeah, he should have been. He should have been.
Honorable mentions for sure.
Yeah.
So originally, they cast Alex Winter as Ted and Keanu Reeves as Bill, and then they came in for, I think, costuming and found out that the parts got switched. But I'm like, is there really that much of a difference between the two characters?
There's not.
Other than like, who their parents are?
Ted's got the dad issues, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah, I think Bill's got some dad issues, or he will at some
He's
point.
got some kind of issue. Did you know who they originally who almost played Ted?
Was it Brendan Fraser?
No, I didn't know that though. Or do you have
Sean
Brendan
Penn?
Fraser written down?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got Brendan Fraser, Sean Penn, River Phoenix, and Pauly Shore all auditioned for both parts.
Pauly Shore got all the way to they did a screen test with him and Alex Winter. And
can you imagine Pauly Shore and Sean Penn?
Oh my gosh.
Spicoli and
that would have been something. That would have been something to see. Yeah. Well, he had said I was reading where he had said that I think he's okay with it now, but at the time he was he was upset about it because they went so far with it, and they ended up going with Keanu Reeves because he just had he actually had professional acting credits under his name where Pauly Shore didn't at the time, and it was just a safer bet, which I think Keanu Reeves does great. He's Ted Logan, and that's who it is. But Pauly Shore had said Keanu Reeves was acting, I was literally just being myself.
Yeah.
And I could totally see that. That's his thing. I think that's him in everything though. He's always he's just Pauly Shore.
Right. Some version of Pauly Shore, whatever version of Pauly Shore we have at this time, yeah.
But it would have been fine. I think it would have worked well with this movie.
I don't think it would have worked as well though. I feel like Keanu and Alex have such great chemistry. And you can just see that in the way that it was filming. And it's because they both got cast in this part, and during pre-production they just became fast friends and became best friends throughout the filming of this movie, even so much as to go on and be at each other's weddings and in family events and spend holidays together, and they continued going on and supporting each other's careers, and I just think they have a better chemistry that just shows through the characters.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, I got just a few more things here if you got anything else.
Yeah, I've got, let me look here. I've got a couple more, maybe one more big thing here that I can give you.
All right.
Do you so that phone booth,
okay,
the actual phone booth that they used in the movie, Nintendo Power Magazine gave that away.
Really?
They had a contest for they were promoting the video game for the movie, and the winner got that actual phone booth. So somebody out there,
awesome.
Whoever won that, unless they've sold it, somebody won that actual phone booth and had it at their house for,
probably still does.
long. Probably still does. I wouldn't
Maybe
sell
it's at
that
a museum
thing.
somewhere or something. I don't know. That's awesome.
But I thought it was cool. I'm like, Nintendo Power, really?
Yeah. Well, they were probably they started in 87, I think.
Yeah,
87
I think
or
that's
88.
right.
So they were pretty young. They were looking to make some noise, I'm sure. That's a good way to do it.
I need to go back. Our Aunt Kathy has, I think, every issue of Nintendo Power. Literally, she was a lifetime subscriber to that. I need to go back.
Didn't she get
I don't
rid
know
of
where
them?
they're at. Did she? I don't know.
I thought she got rid of them whenever she was purging everything.
Oh no!
If she still got them, they're probably worth some money.
Oh man, yeah. I'd like to go back and see this contest, the advertisement of this contest. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, don't throw those things out, Aunt Kathy.
Yeah. Just like they're nice historical artifacts. Don't get rid of them.
Yeah.
Donate them to a
Yeah.
library or something if you
Yeah.
if you don't want them. No. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not, because I'm sure she would have asked one of us before she got rid of them.
Sure.
Anyways, so their whole bright idea, they have to write this paper, and the Oedipus of all this is they have to write this paper for history class, right? And give a presentation. And so their big idea is to go around to convenience stores and ask random people if they know anything about all these historical figures. I don't understand this.
Look at look at these guys. And tell me that you don't understand this.
I mean, they're not the brightest bulbs in the box.
No, they're
like,
not.
I've never thought to like just go hit up random strangers on the street to help me with homework.
What do they ask that lady? And she's like, I just work here. Like, I can't remember what they asked.
She's like, do you know, like, they was something about Genghis Khan.
That's it, yeah.
And the Mongolians or whatever. And she was like, I think she said something like, I don't know, they have like Pac-Man inside. I just work here.
Yeah.
Something like that. That was just great.
Yeah.
I like how they handed out little pudding snacks during whenever they were in like the old time, like what was it, the prehistoric times.
Yeah.
And then like, did you notice like when they were giving their presentation at high school,
everybody had them.
Everybody
They
had
came to the
pudding
whole
snacks
school.
at one point. Like they gave out pudding snacks again.
Yeah.
How many pudding snacks are they walking around with?
Ah, man, I don't even know where they got them at.
Right. And they're like the old school ones with like metal, like the little.
Oh
like,
yeah,
pop
it's like the
lids and
can,
everything.
like from like MREs and stuff like that from like World War II. Like, what are they? I don't know. That scene really grossed me out though. Like when they are all just putting their gum together.
The chewing gum. Yeah.
Oh my.
Well, like
gosh.
everybody else is like taking it out of their mouth and putting it in the wad. Okay. But then Ted like grabs the wad and just like sticks it to his mouth.
Yeah. And you know, like that's Keanu Reeves really doing that because that's just one shot. Like, and everybody is taking the gum out of their mouth. But it makes for
commitment.
a good shot.
Yeah.
It's just so
it's
gross. It's
right there.
So gross. So gross.
All right, before I get into my last fairly large behind the scenes thing.
Okay.
Did you stay for the credits?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see who they gave a credit, and it was for the 3 most interesting people or the 3 most important people in the world?
Oh no, I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah. So I think it was fairly early in the credit roll.
Okay.
And it just comes up by itself. And it's the 3 most important people in the world, and it's Martha Davis, Free Waybill, and Clarence Clemens, who play the 3 council members in the future.
Ah, okay.
And it's because they go credited as one entity, the 3 most important people in the world, and
I see.
They actually go uncredited in the movie.
Okay.
Except for this. And Martha Davis is the lead singer for the Motels.
Okay.
Free Waybill is the lead singer for the Tubes, and Clarence Clemens played sax for Springsteen's E Street Band.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
It's a little fun little bit there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got one more for you. One more big one.
Yeah. Hit me up.
I'm gonna have to like take a drink before I do this one because I'll crack otherwise.
Okay. In your Buc-ee's cup.
That's right. All right, so the production company, De Laurentiis Entertainment Group, that started the production on Bill and Ted's, went bankrupt whenever the movie got shelved. So they started filming or they wrapped filming. They were done in 1987. This could have been your birthday movie. They were done in 1987, but the production company went bankrupt and they had to shelve it. And so it sat for like a couple of years, like a year or so, until Nelson Entertainment came in and bought the rights and eventually released the movie in 1989. But before they released the movie, they went back through and they made changes to all the references to 1987 to 1988, which I think they were originally going to release this in 88, but it got pushed because of a few things, and then it came out in 89. And at that point, they were like, well, close enough.
Not that deep into the year.
Right.
Yeah.
Which, like, it's still kind of silly to go through and, like, they changed some audio where somebody had said like 87, and they changed like the little title card that said 87.
Like, why does it have to be? What's it matter?
Right? This
Like,
I don't think it's that important. I don't think we need to worry about that. But hey, they put in the effort.
Yeah.
So this is the other thing that I found interesting. This was like, this caught my eye whenever it opens, and you get the little title cards for all the different production companies. I always like those. Interscope Communications Productions came up, and I thought Interscope, like Interscope Records, and I went back and I looked it up. Ted Field, founder of Interscope Communications Productions, was the heir to the Marshall Fields department store. And after a very public and nasty legal battle over this inheritance early on, Field went into racing in the 70s and had a decent racing career. He actually raced himself under Interscope Racing and funded several cars for the Indy 500 and Formula One. Then in the early 80s, he started Interscope Communications and jumped headfirst into the movie business.
Okay.
By the late 1980s, Field saw an opportunity in music and started up Interscope Records, signing acts like Dr. Dre, Tupac Shakur, Snoop Dogg, Nine Inch Nails, No Doubt, Bush, Marilyn Manson, and the Black Eyed Peas, just to name a few. Then he left Interscope in 2001 and bought the entire Interscope film library, rebranded it as Radar Pictures, and Radar Pictures is still running today, producing hits like the Jumanji franchise and the Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Wow.
So all that from one guy. I thought that was just
what a road that is.
I know. It's crazy.
Jeez. Huh.
From Marshall Field's department stores to Interscope Records. It's crazy.
That's wild. Huh.
Well, that's all I got on Bill and Ted. How about you?
Yep. That's everything. I enjoyed it. It was fun watching it again.
It was fun. I enjoyed the rewatch for sure.
Yeah.
Well, let me pull this over here and we can do a retro score, ranking. All right, I gotta get down to our movie. Here we are. And to remind the audience, the budget was $8.5 million, worldwide grosses $40.5 million, IMDb rating of 6.9, Metacritic score of 50, tomato meter of 83, popcorn meter of 75. With all that, what are you gonna give the retro score on this one?
I'll give it an 80.
80.
Yeah.
All right. This is what we felt growing up watching it for the first time. I think I'm gonna give it a 90. I remember really liking this movie. I watched this one a lot. I was like 8 or 9 whenever this came out. So this one I was 8. And this one really just kind of hit just right for me, I think. On the rewatch, how'd you feel?
I'm still gonna leave it as an 80. I mean that's not a bad thing. I feel like this is a good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. I just, it's not like I'm not gonna want to watch it all the time,
Fair enough.
So yeah,
I give it a 90. It's the same. I think it stays the same. I think this is one of those movies that it's just as good now as it was back then. There may be a couple things that kind of dip a little bit, but there's also a few things that kind of that are a little bit better with perspective, and I think it all kind of balances out, and it's about the same.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna say the same. I'm gonna go 90. Technicality. How do you feel like this movie did on its technical achievements?
Oh goodness.
For the time.
I'll give it an 85 for the time.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it an 85 as well. But for me, it kind of takes a few knocks because I feel like the time travel stuff, it looks fine for the time, but not fantastic. And then there was a couple other things that just kind of didn't. I feel like they could have done a little bit better, but I was thinking about it while we were talking about it, but now I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna give it an 85 as well.
Yeah, mine is just part of it is that plot hole or not the plot hole, but the that just open-ended thing with the whatever that time travel demon was or something that was running around.
Yeah,
Like I
that
didn't feel like that
unresolved
was
bit
resolved
there.
well.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I some of the special effects, like the maybe like the electricity and stuff coming off of the phone booth. I don't know. Like that's nitpicking, but
Yeah.
like you said, I think we'd
I think for the
seen
time it looks
stuff that
good.
looked a little better, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I know it's hard.
Yeah.
Like I'm
It's hard, yeah.
I'm sitting here and I'm having trouble justifying my score on that, but
It's an 85.
I can't think of anything that would bump it up, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know.
And then there were things like at the end of the movie, whenever they're in the garage and they're jamming out, it shows like a wide shot outside the house, and you see the garage door, and the phone booth is sitting in front of it. And I was like, oh, they still have the phone booth, and it's sitting right in front of the garage door. Then they go inside. They have a few minutes like where they're like, oh, maybe we should actually learn to play the instruments. And the garage door rolls up, and Rufus is there. The phone booth has just landed. It's still like tingling with electricity. And Rufus is there with the princesses. And I'm like, wait a minute. That phone booth was just outside in the previous shot with nobody in it and it wasn't crackling with energy. And then suddenly, is that what it was? It went away and another one came in its place?
I think so. Well, I think it's the same one.
Okay.
I
guess.
My opinion on that. Like Rufus just called it back. You know, comes
Return
back,
to sender.
pumps it in. Yep.
Star 69'd it.
Yep. That's right. Gosh, that's a deep cut. Jeez.
All right. Rewatch. How likely are you to rewatch this one?
I'll do an 80 on it again.
80. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 90 again. I felt like
wow.
I'll rewatch it. I just don't know when. But
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
sure.
I will rewatch this. I don't know when I'm going to rewatch it. It's not something like I enjoy watching it when it's there, but if there's other movies I would rather watch before this. That's not saying this movie's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Like it's a good movie. But justifying my score of 80 on that.
Yeah, that's fair. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, that gives Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure a token rating score of 78.5. Pretty good.
That's actually pretty good compared to some of the other stuff.
Some of the other ones we've done, for sure.
Yeah.
It's better than The Mask.
Don't remind me of The Mask.
Oh man, I can't think of any of them that were particularly low now that I think about it.
I know there was one, and I can't remember what it was. There was one like The Mask was brought up because of like the box office, and I think I don't know. There was a couple things that was bringing it up, but there was one movie I'd have to go back and look. There was one movie I know that was like 50 something that we had done, and I can't remember what.
Our lowest one so far is Super Mario Brothers with a 35.
That's it. That was it. Yeah, Super Mario Brothers movie. Yeah, that one's. Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got in our bottom 5, we've got Super Mario Brothers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, Street Fighter, Loaded Weapon 1, and Bloodsport. Bloodsport being the only one that breaks over 50.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And then our top 5, still Back to the Future, Terminator 2, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Shaun of the Dead, and Clerks.
Yeah.
Aliens at number 6. Very close.
I know. I knew it was close. Like when we did Aliens, that one, that one was close. It was close.
That one was close. Man. Yeah, Aliens was good. I'm still thinking about Aliens and how much I enjoyed that watch, and I can't wait. We're gonna go back and do Alien, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be good.
All right, well, Retro Ramble time.
Yeah. So my Retro Ramble, the thing I asked you last week was, what is your favorite high school memory? It doesn't necessarily have to be like in high school, like at school, but just like that time period of your life. Mine was when I was in high school, there wasn't a lot to do around Clinton, where I went to high school at. Small town, like 10,000 people. So what we liked to do is we found it fun to drive around and pick up roadkill. and we would pick it up with like a plastic bag, and then you'd pull it inside out so you're not actually touching it. And then we'd drive around and put it on people's vehicles.
Oh my.
And there was one guy that he was in, I think, FFA or 4-H or something. Anyway, he was gone like the first part of, like, right before school started. He was gone for like 2 weeks in the summer or something. Parked his truck out in front of the technical school, and we put a dead I don't remember what it was, probably a possum or something on there, and that thing baked in the August sun for like 2 weeks, up until like the last day of school in May. That thing, there was still that stain on his windshield.
Wow. On the windshield.
On the windshield. Yeah, it was fun.
Did you, like,
it was good fun.
So it's got its arms out and everything.
Oh, we just kind of throw it out. The only one that we actually positioned was we went and got a squirrel, and we tied a handkerchief around his neck that was like the American flag, and we put a cigarette in his mouth and set him up right in front of the front door of the technical school. And then, so like our school campus, like all the schools were like just on the same block basically. So like people would walk from the high school to the technical school. Like there was like covered walkways to get over there and stuff like that. So everybody's like, we're watching it, and everybody's just laughing and just loving this thing as they're walking in. And the tech school principal comes out, and he was a good sport about it. Like, we didn't say that we had done it,
Yeah.
but he like comes out with a shovel, and he's like, I got to get this guy off school property. He's smoking. He picks him up and he takes him over to a dumpster and just throws it in the dumpster.
Those are the
It was good
teachers.
fun though. That was, we would do that a lot. And it never got old.
A lot of handling of a deceased rodents, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, when I think about high school and my favorite memories, I struggle to lock down any one particular time, but it was definitely like working retail at Target for like my junior and senior year. Man, that was just like a lot of fun. Like, you're earning some money. There was a CD warehouse and a GameStop in the same strip mall.
Outlet there. Yeah.
So I go and like hit those up all the time, and then like a Subway I go hit for lunch all the time. It was a great time. Hanging out with my friends, like getting paid to just kind of like goof off and do the whole like checking people out and like working as cashier or in customer service or getting carts. And I had a friend that worked in the, what do they call it, the entertainment center area or whatever at the time.
The electronics section.
Electronics, yeah. So CDs would come out on Tuesdays, I think, is whenever new CDs came out. But he would keep the register in electronics open till midnight on Monday, and we would go and buy the new CDs Monday night at midnight.
Okay.
And then have them be the first in the school to have like whatever the new music was if we wanted.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that was fun. And, just things like that. Like, it was just a lot of fun just hanging out in the back and like seeing what you can get away with. Just fun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I get it.
I can't really like just something about working retail as a teenager is just like, it's low stakes, I think is what it is.
And I think that, like that's some of my favorite stuff too. Like like the roadkill thing was like absolute top notch. But like we would get together, like I worked at a radio station, so like that was a complete like blow off job. Like I didn't have to do a whole lot. Like I'd talk, and then I'd like make sure commercials played for ball games and stuff like that. But my other friends, I had one that worked at a pizza place in town or whatever, but like we had to make our own fun because we were in a small town, and like a lot of times we just like go to Walmart and just set up lawn chairs in the back of like my buddy's truck, and we'd go in and get some sodas or whatever and some snacks, and we'd come out and just people watch and just hang out, or we'd go and throw stuff off bridges and things like that. So, you find like trash someone's throwing out, like they don't want a old recliner or something. We'd throw it in the back of the truck, and we'd drive out. There was an old bridge right outside of town that I don't know how much stuff we threw off, but like into
destructive but not disruptive.
Yeah. Just good times.
You gotta make your own fun.
Good times. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't hurt anybody.
No.
We just made them have to deal with roadkill. So.
All right. You got any stale popcorn for me this week?
Yeah, I do have a little stale popcorn.
Yeah,
I know we've talked about you've talked about how much you love Dragon Quest, and
Yes.
we've hit that before, like where we've I guess Dragon Warrior originally.
Yeah.
But I started playing. So for Switch 2, and I think they've got it for like all the other major platforms. They've got Dragon Quest 7 reimagined.
Okay.
And I'm just hitting that again. I'm like, gosh, it's the same formula. It's not like a high stakes story or anything. It's just like a classic fantasy story of good versus evil, or whatever. But it's just, and there's something about that grinding loop. It's just like you fight enemies, like the way I do it, how I like have found that I can just steamroll these things is just like you go to the shop and you're like, okay, what's the best weapon I can get? Okay, it's 300 gold. All right, so I'm just going to go fight enemies and just farm gold from them until I get enough gold to buy this weapon. And in doing so, I'm going to like level up a couple times. So then like you do that, and then you've got like your best weapon, and then you move on to the next harder area, and you just keep going, and it just makes, oh my gosh. But it's that loop. It's just so much fun.
It's fun. Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah. That's why it's one of my favorite games. It's just great, like especially in the NES. It's so simple and easy, and like that little. You just stick around the town. You go out about as far as you can till like your life can't support it anymore, and you try and get back. And you do it again. You try and get back, and then buy the most expensive gear you can buy in that town, and then whenever you've tapped that town out, you move on to the next town. You do the same thing again. Yeah, so much fun. I would agree.
It's a lot of fun.
Well, for me, stale popcorn wise, I'm very similar.
Okay. I
caught the Fable gameplay trailer this week, and it's kind of got me excited. I missed Fable. I loved Fable when it came out.
They were fun games. I've got all three of them.
Yeah, and so I kind of miss it. I think I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna play. I think I'm gonna go back and play one on the Xbox. But yeah, like either that or I'm gonna go play, or I'm gonna finish out Zelda. I don't know which one I'm gonna do yet, but I'm gonna do one of those two. Either finish out Tears of the Kingdom or pick up the original Fable again.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Fable's so much fun.
Oh my gosh. I played the second one into the ground. Like I've got the first, second, and third one, but that second one, like oh my gosh. Like that one was, I remember, and they may have done this in the first one, I can't remember. Like the second one, like as you progress through the game, like people would start building like statues, like in honor of you and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And you could look like how your appearance had changed over time, because like you'd look at old statues and they would just be like, when you look this way, and then like you'd have some that look the way you do when you're, as you've played further in the game. I don't know. It's just a good game. It's fun. Yeah. They're solid games. Yeah. I'm excited about that.
All right, I got some gum under the seat for you.
Okay.
I'll hit you up with something that we got online, and you can scroll through our comments and see if we got any live that are worth bringing up.
Yeah, sure.
On our Batman episode, Jesse Lapine 3673 jumps in and says, "Ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?" His suit is the only reason he didn't dance. I thought that was just funny.
Yeah, that's so true.
That's great. I love it. Thanks, Jesse. Burn Hollywood says Prince's Batman album cover was a close-up of the Batman chestplate logo. Elfman's was the much smaller image on the bat plane backlit by the moonlight. LOL. Which is, I mean, that's what it was. I don't know.
I get when you first said Prince's Batman, I thought you said Princess Batman.
Princess Batman would be
Princess Batman. Princess I'm Batman. Like, oh, where's this going? Like, this is interesting. But no, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Prince's Batman.
Yeah.
Which I guess makes sense because like one of them's a score and one of them's a soundtrack. I
Mm-hmm.
guess. All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, Red Zone says this one goes a little bit. Prince is not as good as anyone makes him seem. He's the definition of mid, which is a pretty strong stance on our man Prince here.
I can't disagree.
Well, Mike in Germany says, "Oh," responds to this with, "Oh, please. Prince was an incredible songwriter, guitarist, percussionist, keyboardist, bassist, producer, and singer. The man played around 30 instruments. He was self-taught and played by ear. The man was a textbook definition of the term musician. I saw him on stage. He was brilliant. Also, he recorded his early work completely alone. Even people that don't know and don't like him recognize his talents." I can't agree more.
Okay, I will say this. So I'm not retracting what I said. I don't think Prince I his music did not resonate with me. I do not enjoy it. But I do recognize, yes, he was a very, very good musician. Like, I just didn't like the music that he wrote, if that makes any sense at all. So
That's fair. I mean, I would agree. I'm a Prince fan. I enjoy Prince's music, but I would agree with Mike in that you have to acknowledge at least that he's talented and
oh yeah, totally
produced
agree with that.
quality music.
Yeah.
I read somewhere he has over 8,000 songs that he recorded in his lifetime. That's like 10 times more than most artists record in their lifetime.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Which is
yeah.
just crazy.
Yeah.
And there's like so much. I think only like 10 or 20% of it has been released too. Like most of it's like locked away in a vault somewhere, which is just insane. So like,
Yeah.
apparently we will continue to they could release an album from his catalog of work every year for like 100 years or something like that. They were saying,
Wow. Son of
which
a
is
gun.
just wild.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
Well, I'll let the comment section battle that one out. All right, last one here. Jesse Lapine comes back. Jesse Lapine 3673 on our Retro Ramble about streaming versus physical and says, "I don't want to ever give up the ability to own physical copies of movies, so whichever option allows me to keep buying and owning movies." Which, fair, I would agree. But that wasn't the premise. You couldn't own anything in either option, so.
Yeah.
So I guess neither option for
He'll
Jesse.
figure out a way to own it.
Yeah.
He'll
But I mean,
figure out a way.
you can access everything, so.
Sure.
All right, we got a couple more, but I'm going to save them for next week. Why don't you hit me up with what we got in the live
I'll
chat?
hit our live comments here. David Christie, 93. He gave us several comments on here. I just wanted to give him a shout out. We saw those, and thanks. He said, I 100% agree when we were talking about how George Carlin, we couldn't see anybody else playing that role, especially not Sean Connery. So, hey, another one from Jesse Lapine, 3673 on here. We were talking about our favorite high school memories. Jesse said Halo LAN parties. Oh, yes.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, yes. I had 2 TVs set up back to back in a room in my house permanently and had an endless flow of contenders stop by to play. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Matt Fabaza, 55-2. In response to that, our Retro Ramble question, he said, second hour senior year of high school, I had study hall, and instead of using it to study, we would play Magic the Gathering. Nice. Yes, Matt, yes. And then Matt had also said, have you seen the gameplay trailer for Dungeons & Dragons Warlock? I have not. Ooh. I have not seen that. I'll have to check that out.
Is that a video game?
Yeah. I'm assuming, because we were talking about, you were talking about how you saw Fable, the gameplay for Fable, and then he brought that up. So, yeah. But yeah, we appreciate the comments, guys. Keep them coming. And if you're catching us now at the end of the episode, and you comment, the beginning of the next episode or whatever, we do generally not address our comments until the end of the episode. But we see them. We see them. We don't.
Yes.
We're not ignoring you. So
we'll get you. We got you. Well, all right. I'll hit you with a retro ramble, and then we'll get on out of here till next week.
Yep.
All right. Mine ties in. Hopefully I got this right. What was your first road trip? The one where you were the driver and it required an overnight stay somewhere. Hopefully there's a story.
Hopefully so.
And if you're paying careful attention at home, that means that next week we're going to be discussing the movie Road Trip. This is a classic teen, what do you call it? Teen comedy? What do they call it? Raunchy teen comedy? Yeah. So that'll be fun to go back and revisit. Road Trip. This came out I think right after I graduated high school. I think probably right before you were getting into high school or right as you were getting into high school. So next week join us for Road Trip on This Podcast Takes Tokens. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Make sure you don't miss a single episode by subscribing to This Podcast Takes Tokens wherever you are. And don't forget, be excellent to each other.
You took my line. That's I'll take it.
Party on.
Yes. See you guys.
It was Party on Dude. I thought you would cap it with the other half of that.
Oh, yeah. Party on Wayne and Party on Garth.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like Party on Wayne, Party on Garth. I got a t-shirt the other day, and it's Batman and Darth Vader, and it says Party on Wayne, Party on Darth.
Love it.
Oh. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
It's a good rewatch. I kind of want to do Bogus Journey. These episodes always make me want to go in and do another.
I remember really liking Bogus Journey a lot, more than this one. So we'll see if that holds true. But
all right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the live stream. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. We'll catch y'all next week for Road Trip.
Thanks, guys.